Scorpio, what's up? It's Elle, Obsidian Lotus Elle, back with another reading. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to be notified every time I do post a new video. Like, comment, share, show your love and support. As always, please keep it positive. This is going to be a collective oracle card message today. So before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Again, like I said, if you'd like to be notified every time I do post a new video, like, comment, share love and support. All that good stuff. You guys know, if you watch me, I'm trying to grow my channel still and make it monetization worthy, because we aren't really making any money right now at the moment monetization wise. So we're trying to grow that, grow the channel. If you would like a personal reading, I do have my personals open again. I do not have any in the queue, so they will be coming out fast. This is my full-time gig. If you guys watch me, you know, I have started school again. So I'm continuing my education to actually be able to go back out into the workforce again after cancer and be able to provide for my family, because we've had quite the challenging time this past year. If you watch me, you know. We have recently just moved and unfortunately moved into a property that is being foreclosed on. And that has been a whole new bunch of crap that has not been fun to deal with on top of what we're already dealing with. So we do have a GoFundMe link in the description box below if you would like to help us donate. That information is in the description box below if you'd like to help donate. That link is going to be in the description box below. We are trying to come up with funds to get us somewhere for a few months paid in advance, 3 to 6 months, so we have a chance to start our life over this time and actually get somewhere, right? We've been met with challenge after challenge after challenge this past year, ever since what happened with me and the separation from my husband, which was also traumatic. We've just been through a series of challenging events with our family that have been stressful, and as a single mom and my health, it's been, you know, I've been through I'm a stage 4 cancer survivor, and with the health challenges that I've dealt with my health, it's been very hard for me in the cosmetology industry to stay healthy this past year, when I have gone back to work. And unfortunately, you know, I wasn't making enough money to, number one, pay my bills, and number two, was getting sick every time I was going to work, to the point where I couldn't work. So, you know, we've had some challenges, and unfortunately this last one is not our fault, right? You know, so we were trying to stay as positive as possible, excuse me, and we're going to make it through. And so again, it's just another challenge to show you guys also how to work through adversity too. You know, I'm taking you along for the ride, so together we can do it too. So, you know, anyway, if you'd like to donate, that link is going to be in the description box below. If you love me, if you want to help us, if you have been a part of our journey and would like to continue to be a part of the journey, anybody new to the journey, whatever, you know, I plan on sharing it with you, right, as always, and as I have been. So, you know, and we're going to get excited about this next chapter, because it's going to be a good one, right? So new content is hopefully also the goal, you know, tarot related and not tarot related. So, you know, thank you to anybody in advance. Thank you to anybody that has donated. Again, we are really struggling right now, and so anything is even just helping us eat, and we're very grateful. So I do understand there's a lot going on in the world. It's not easy at this time for other people too, right? You know, so anywho, let's say my little prayer. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please help me provide Scorpio, sun, moon, rising with any messages you would like for them to receive. Also protect us with your white light of protection through the tarot. Archangel Michael, please block any negative energy being sent our way. Send it back into the universe, into nothingness, or send it back with consciousness, awareness, whatever you got to do, just send it back wherever you need to go, wherever it needs to go. There's something that's going to be changing fast for you too. I just split the deck and saw fast changes. So there could be something that happens pretty fast, or it could be happening for you that's a fast change, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with the Oracle deck today. The Oracle cards for Scorpio. Some of you could be taking some sort of a short-term position. It's okay though. You're cultivating something, what you're working for in the future though, right? So something could come along and you're like, all right, I'll take it for now, do it. Okay. So whoever this is for, there is something that you are working on, right? That you still want to do. So there could be some type of goal. Okay. It may not be your dream job, but there needs to be a job, right? Whatever this is, that's there. There's some sort of gift and new talent that you're going to be uncovering or tapping into too. So it could even change the trajectory, I hate saying that word, of the direction that you're going in completely in life anyway here. There's something about some sort of a new gift here, or a gift, right? So something that, like my career change and the change that I'm making in my life, it has to do with a talent or something, an interest, you know, or something that I'm good at doing, or that's what led me there, right? So that interest, that curiosity, the natural ability, the gift, right? So there's something here where you're definitely creating some sort of change in your life, and using a gift. Okay. So yeah, there's some sort of a need to reflect on the past in regards to making decisions and relationships. So you could have some sort of a situation come up, within the next few weeks where there's something where you're basically revisiting, have we learned this lesson? That's what that says to me, because we're talking about reflection and relationships. So there could be a situation where, you know, you're having to look at some past behaviors, people, places, and things, situations, like, am I trying to relive this again? If you're not, then absolutely not. Don't do that, right? So like, we're not gonna touch a hot stove if that shit burns, right? So same thing with relationships. Obviously, we don't want something that burns, right? So whatever this is, there's something going on here where I feel like for some of you are having to reflect on something, or this is spirit saying, look, that's what's on the way here. Okay, we've got news on the way. So for some of you, there's also the energy of, you know, it could even be news on the way, incoming. Hey, somebody's interested in Scorpio. I'm not shocked, right? Sexy Scorpios. Who the heck wouldn't be? What other message do I have for my Scorpios? Oh, the difficult part of a situation is over. So the most difficult part of a situation is over here for some of you with a rainbow as well. Yeah, so no backtracking with whatever that is. All right, so beware of greed. Okay, so for me, some of you, I feel like some of you, you're going to have to reflect. Okay, it says compliments from an admirer. Okay, I definitely feel like you're getting this fun, flirty, new, I'm into you vibe. There's also, I feel like somebody from the past. The reason I'm saying reflection, be careful, relationships, and I feel like it has to do with this energy is because that's all there. And that was what makes sense. So beware of being greedy here in a situation. You could end up maybe, hey, you just met this person and we haven't made the commitment of being just me and you yet. And this person comes along and I'm here and ready and it's easy. Okay, who wouldn't, right? I feel like you're going to have to rethink that. Like, maybe I shouldn't, right? Because, you know, you could be, in fact, whether you know it or not, there's something going on here in a situation where you could be ruining a situation or a new situation, right? So be careful. That's there. That's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel like there could be, because you've got reflections in the past and good news and a nice new energy here. If you would like to keep this nice new thing over here, don't go back to the past. That's all I'm saying. All right. What other messages do we have for Scorpio? The month of April could be significant. So for whoever I'm speaking to with an ex, that has a birthday in April, that's for you, okay? What other message do I have for Scorpio? Slowly but surely getting ahead with the tortoise too. So Scorpio, it does feel like, you know, with that coming out, you might be losing your patience, right? In regards to life, success, work, again, you know, taking a job where you're like, oh my God, this isn't it. But so now I'm going to have to put in time and energy in something else. I do feel like it's also allowing you, whatever this is, though, also to find your it. Okay. So whoever this is for, that's that. And that's okay. Sometimes we are pushed in certain directions and it sucks. Sometimes it's not planned for, or we don't plan for it, and it can really shake up our whole entire life if that's what you've built your life around, right? So what other messages do we have coming out for Scorpio? Yeah, I feel like looking at the past and grieving it and letting something go, and don't be too distracted with it. Just let it go. Yeah. There's something here where you've been resilient through some sort of a situation. There's also, be careful of illusions in regards to something here that's also created, right? Don't create illusions with self here that aren't necessary either. Okay. with this energy going on. And it could even be just like creating your own blockages, creating your own energy that is actually creating blockages in a way for you in your life. Okay, so let's do love messages before I end the oracle reading. What other messages do I have coming out for Scorpio in regards to love? You're worth more than I admit, okay? Or than I let on. One more. You deserve better than them. Okay, two more. And I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. So somebody definitely is, I feel like, working through some sort of an emotion. Maybe this is the news that somebody has for you here with this energy. That makes sense, right? I'm working through what I want to say to Scorpio, how I want to say it, how I feel. Maybe I'm just trying to figure out how I even effing feel, is what it seems like. This person could feel like they, that you deserve better, or they, yeah. And that they could even be trying to wrap their mind around, like, does it, I don't know if they feel like there's some sort of inferiority. I hate saying that word, inferiority. They could feel like, okay, well, I don't know. There's something here about feeling like maybe they don't feel good enough. And that I don't feel like, I think that they've just been through some past situations, okay? And they're just having to work through their own stuff is what that is, more than likely, or more. I can't let you go. Yeah, there's something here. It's like, all right, you know, again, there's something here. And so I feel like with this person's interest in you, Scorpio, it would be wise to whoever this April-ish energy is, if you want to keep things going well, which it looks like they have the potential to do so, leave the ex alone. Okay, that's my advice, because this person's coming in with some solid stuff, energy. All right, I love you. I hope this message was helpful. Until next time, lots of love and light.